Ahsoka has aired its final episode on Disney+. This is a review of the series overall. The series stars Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano, a former apprentice of Anakin Skywalker. Before I start the review, I just want to let you know that I was a huge fan of Star Wars. I love the original trilogy. I have a fair amount of collectibles myself, and I've met a fair few famous names such as Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. But ever since Disney took over and the release of The Last Jedi, I have kind of walked away from the franchise. And in a way, I hope that it can return to its former glory. And this series is not it. The series follows Ahsoka, who believes the galaxy is under threat from the possible return of Grand Admiral Thrawn. She then teams up with former rebel Hera Syndulla and Sabine Wren to investigate and find clues to prove to the New Republic that Thrawn has returned. But when two Dark Jedi, Baylan Skoll and his apprentice Shin Hati, free a captured Night Sister, Morgan Lisbeth, who is allied with Thrawn, and she knows of his location and how to reach him. Ahsoka and her friends must prevent the return of Thrawn and to stop the Empire from rising again. Kicking off with the positives, I will praise the visual effects in this series that are done pretty well, especially in episode 5. That episode probably has the best special effects out of the whole series. It's always great to see Hayden Christensen back as Anakin Skywalker, and it was such a joy to see him return. Baylan Skoll is the most interesting character throughout the entire series. There's a lot of mystery about him, where his loyalties lie, and it is a phenomenal performance by Ray Stevenson. Rest in peace, sir. On to the negatives. The writing for this series is terrible. You can easily pick it apart or ask a simple question and it'll make your head hurt. There are a lot of plot conveniences or plot armour around the characters or certain situations, and you never feel like the main characters are under any threat or actual in real danger. In one episode, Sabine gets stabbed by a lightsaber through the stomach. She should be dead, just like what happened to Qui-Gon Jinn in the prequels. But no, within no time at all, she's walking around completely healed. When did a lightsaber become a weapon that was so useless and didn't do any damage? Non-Force sensitive people can now have access and use the Force. What absolute shit this is. It's fucking annoyed me up. So if this statement is true, then the Jedi and the Sith are completely redundant then, aren't they? Why didn't the citizens of Coruscant use the Force to prevent the rise of the Empire and stop Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith? Why didn't the Jawas use the Force to stop the Stormtroopers from killing them and destroying their Sandcrawler in Episode 4? The actors through this series look bored shitless. Ahsoka, for the first few episodes, spends most of the time standing around with her arms folded with an emotionless look on her face. Now, I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I think she's a good actress. But Hera in this series, character-wise, is fucking shocking. She's a general with no regard to the rules. She can do what she wants, when she wants. In a real military system, she'd be court-martialed and stripped of her rank. And because Hera is a general, she believes that no information is classified to her. Fuck off! And then the New Republic bring her in to explain her actions and to provide evidence for these claims, which she doesn't have any. And she gets away with fucking everything. It just shows that her actions have no consequences. Sabine is insufferable throughout the series, and I liked the character in Rebels, the animated series, but in this show she comes across as very arrogant, and the amount of damage she takes while getting shot, but yet not a scratch on her. Trained to be a Jedi when she's not Force sensitive or too old, but oh wait, everyone has access to the Force now, don't they? The fight sequences and choreography are just terrible. There are so many times in a lightsaber duel where a character spins around, they could have been cut down or stabbed through the back, but no, they can't do that, can they? The lightsaber duels in the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy are far superior than this shit. We have to wait 6 episodes out of 8 before Thrawn makes his appearance. This guy's supposed to be the biggest threat to the galaxy, yet we don't see him until the very end of the series. Now, I was very excited with the prospect of seeing Thrawn in live action. I have read a lot of the novels that are now classed as legends, and I know that Thrawn is a masterful tactician. He's ruthless, he's cunning, and in the episodes that he briefly is in, he's fucking useless and doesn't do anything. The one thing I don't understand with Disney is They came in, they took over, and they retconned all those novels that were released over the years and put them into Legends. They said they want to come in, release their own timeline, make their own novels. Don't have an issue with that. But when they're writing new stuff, they are stealing things from the Legends, such as characters and certain situations. Does this show how incredibly bankrupt they are when creating new things for Star Wars? Also, why does everyone refer to Ahsoka as a Jedi? She was never a Jedi. She never passed the trials. She walked away from the Order. Even in the animated Rebels series, she fights Darth Vader and says, "I am no Jedi." My final thoughts. Overall, I found the show incredibly slow and boring, with the occasional interesting idea. The characters are easily forgettable and very uninteresting, apart from Ray Stevenson's character. I do hear a lot of people praising this show, saying Star Wars is saved. No, it's not. It's going to take a lot more than a series to repair this damaged franchise. My rating for Ahsoka is 4 out of 10. Please join me in the comment section below to share your opinions. This is just mine. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see future reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to catch you at the next review.